Greetings, IAS community. This is Principal Krasner, and this is the weekly bulletin for June 8th through 12th. I want to remind students from grades 6 through 11 that next week we start our final exam period. The final exam schedule has been publicized. The teachers have worked with their classes on preparation, so everybody should be ready to go. The exam period is from June 8th through 16th. Within this time frame, we will be observing 2 days off on June 11th and 12th to observe the Bożego Ciało holiday. So on Thursday and Friday of this week, we will not be having classes, and final exams will resume on the 15th. Next, we'd like to announce that we will be having a graduation ceremony for grade 12 at the school on June 25th. This will also serve as a closing ceremony for the entire school, who will be invited to a live-streamed event. We are very excited about putting together this program so that the community can get together to say goodbye to one another, and especially for the grade 12 students who really do deserve such an event to see each other again, give speeches, receive awards, and receive their diplomas in cap and gown. We will be sending more information about the closing ceremony over email to everybody involved. Next, I'd like to remind everyone that June is also the month where we will be returning books at school and clearing out our lockers and the cloakroom. The school is open from 10 to 3 p.m. daily. Once students are finished using their books for study purposes, they can bring them back. The books should be in a separate bag per each student with the student's name tagged on them. And once again, any questions about the book return policy should be sent to our vice principal at his email address. We have a number of extracurriculars to highlight right now. In the Dębego 12 school, rather than a math kangaroo competition, we held a math tiger competition in English for grades 3 and 4. And in third place was Victoria Lynn Lee. In second place was John Arul Anand. And in first place, achieving a perfect score of 100%, Yu Ling or Camila. Congratulations to those students, and thank you, Ms. Swojinka, for her efforts in creating this event for students. We have more exciting events coming up in June. On the 17th, we have a school-wide poetry slam hosted by Ms. Iza Meszczańska. And on the 22nd and 23rd, 11th grader Hema Pokala is organizing a IAS Scholars Cup, which, as she describes, is going to be a celebration of learning. Students should be prepared for a lot of team-oriented competitions that are fun and will showcase all of their skills, creative and academic. Ms. Meszczańska has been very busy of late with her IAS house party, and as well, she conducted a quarantine poetry contest for her creative performance class. The winners that we'd like to highlight from grade 7, Ms. Paula Schlosek. She's getting a lot of airtime on these bulletins. In grade 8, Kamila Sedali was noted for her work. In grade 9, Sardar Atayev. And in grade 10, Karolina Utenko. All these students and those who participated as a whole received points for their houses, which means that it's time to take a look at the new standings. And as you can see, the green team has pulled back into the lead in a very tight race with the red house. And of course, the purple team has also earned a lot of points, so they're back in the race. All 4 houses, it's a very close call, so we'll be monitoring this closely as we round out the school year. In closing, we'd like to recognize what we feel was the best poem submitted by students on the theme of the quarantine, and this was from 9th grader Sardar Atayev. His poem is entitled Storm, and very inspiring work from his heart and showing a lot of growth as a student, but also as a young man. So everybody please enjoy his work. We'll be posting all the winners later in the week. That's it for this week's bulletin. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me. Take care.
Storm. Life is like a sea, where stability is just an illusion, where being selfish is an instinct, where one wave can bring you to the bottom. I see people drowning because the boats are different. We are not in the same boat, but we are in the same motion, and whether you drown or move forward is up to you. And seeing that made me see that if I won't work myself, my fate will be in the hands of the sea. I have to sail out of my comfort zone. I have to sail in the storm. I have to sail in the high waves, because only then the storm will calm down. And then I will see the crystal clear water. And then I will look into the water. And the person that I will see will be different from the one before. And there will be an endless sea for me to see.